I'm really sick. I'm not pretending. I was looking forward to making a lot of videos. Do you ever look at your own snot after you blow? I don't know why I do it. I was perfectly fine 2 days ago, and then I played Ark on Nintendo Switch, and now I'm physically ill. I'm not trying to say that this is like a Ring scenario where if you play this game, you're destined to get ill or eventually die. But within hours of playing Ark for the first time, I started to get this itchiness in the back of my throat, and well, now I'm here. And if you're questioning me, if you're saying to yourself, well, how bad can it really be? Could it really make someone physically ill? Let's play it and find out. When you start, you get treated to this character creation screen, and you can't create a character. You have one guy or gal. You can make the head bigger, the arms bigger, you can make things smaller, but that's it. You can't actually change any of it. But don't worry about it, because whatever character you make, you're not gonna have that character for very long. So I'm just gonna name him Susan. So you pick a server, and initially I spawned into this one, and it was nighttime, and it was so dark. I couldn't see anything. The lighting in this game is awful, and we'll see that clearly when we get to daytime, but at night, there's just zero lighting. There's nothing. It's just like the game has been turned off. You can't see anything. I was straining my eyes trying to catch a glimpse of any of my surroundings. The second time I spawned inside a wall. I'm not sure if I was supposed to spawn inside this cabin, but for the life of me, I cannot get out of it. I tried breaking the walls, I tried opening the one door, there was no way to get out of this thing. Also, the floor was littered with bodies. I'm guessing they were logged off players. It said they were asleep, but these guys are dead. They're just limp ragdoll bodies on the floor. You can even pick them up and drag them, and it looks ridiculous. Their limbs just snake around the ground. So yeah, I can't leave this house, so I'm just gonna have to quit, and third time's a charm, I guess. Upon loading in the third time, I realized the game struggles so much to load any of the assets in this game that even the created character loads in really weird, with chunks of his body missing, weird cutouts, his face loads in like a Nintendo 64 game. It's truly horrific. I think at that point is when I started to feel the itch in the back of my throat, and I knew that this game was seeping into my skin and infecting me in some way. Also, at this point, I can't be bothered naming my characters anymore, so they're all just called human. So this time, I finally spawned outside, and it's daytime, but I'm immediately being attacked by something. I'm trying to run away from it, but you don't spawn with anything. By the way, as someone who still doesn't know what this game is all about, I'm assuming it's kind of like Rust or Minecraft, where you spawn with nothing and you have to make your own weapons by picking things up. I'm guessing the game's like that. I figured out you could pick up rocks. Other than that, I have no idea what I'm doing in this game. So at this point, I'm spawned into being attacked. I'm running for dear life. I have no idea what to do, but I've pretty much accepted I'm gonna die at this point. Oh, there's another player. Maybe he can help me. I finally found someone who's not asleep / dead in this game. Maybe he's come to my aid. No, he's swimming away. And it was actually at this point where I finally realized how bad this game looks. All the assets are muddy and blurry. It's like every asset in the game refuses to finish loading in all the way. And of course, now I'm dead. That's great. That's fantastic. Let's try this one more time, I suppose. Can we take a second to look at these trees? If I take 2 steps forward, they change. Like, the trees load in different parts and load out other parts. It's not like all the trees on that horizon are loading in. It's like different trees are reacting in different ways. And if I take a step back and then forward, I can make them continually load in and out. Look at these shadows. They're loading in and out right in front of my face. Like, I can get needing to turn off certain assets and shadows and lighting. Panic Button does this really well. They utilize turning things off and on when needed to make a game run better on the Switch, but this is right in front of my face. This game looks so bad. This is the worst looking game on the Switch. What is with this weird white effect on the edge of the water that follows my screen when I move it around? Like, this entire game is an absolute travesty to look at. And I just leveled up, I don't know what for, but for the life of me, I've tried going through this clunky and insufferable menu system, and I cannot find a way to level anything up, so now I'm just stuck staring at this awful, disgusting font plastered in this terrible green color on top of my screen. Like, I get it, I've leveled up, like, I will figure it out later. Can you please? The game looks bad enough without you cluttering my screen. And what was that sound effect? Can we take a second now every sound effect in this game, nothing in this game sounds good. It seriously sounds like they were YouTubing stock sound effects, like guy running in sand. And they found the worst quality YouTube video of it, ripped it from YouTube at like 2040p or whatever the lowest quality is, and then ran that through their game making software. I don't make games, I don't know how this works, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they've taken the lowest quality of sound they could find for these effects. Seeping through my ears as I played this game. It's probably what gave me this terminal illness in itself. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I was told that apparently in the jungle areas is where this game runs the worst. So I head to the jungle, and sure enough, the frame rates dip so low that it starts freezing. And I don't know, like, apart from the frame rate, I don't know what's happening now, but the game has become blurry. Like, I'm squinting to make out what's happening in the game. The trees are blurry, the ground's blurry, the enemies are blurry, the dinosaurs are blurry. Everything is just a mushy mess. It's like I'm looking at a Bob Ross painting come to life. Of course, I die again, and then one more time I decided to try this, and I spawn back in, and now it's raining. And oh boy, if you thought it ran bad before, now that it's trying to rain in the game, it's chugging even harder. I'm getting frame rate issues just on the beach, where before it wasn't that bad. It was still pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad. Now it's like I'm in the jungle wherever I go. And heading into the actual jungle when it's raining, oh, yeah. No, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel the tuberculosis. It's just setting in now. It's setting in good and deep. If the game didn't make me sick enough as it was the first time I played it, now that I'm doing it again, I'm getting even sicker. Yeah, no, I'm editing this at the moment, and my voice is going, as you can hear. I am getting it, just editing this and watching this back. It's killing me even more. Did anyone else notice? I didn't catch this the first time. There's like an extra sound effect layered onto that death that sounds like a man yawning. Yeah, no, that's about the 7th time I've died now in the last 10 minutes. I'm done. And if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder what it looks like in handheld mode. Oh boy. Oh, it's even worse. Trust me. I thought maybe there might be a saving grace there, because when you squish it onto the Switch, it's a smaller screen. It might hide some of the imperfections that get blown out on a huge 4K TV for me. No, for some reason playing in handheld looks so much worse. I just couldn't believe my eyes playing this. I had a feeling it was gonna be bad. I've been saying it ever since I heard Ark was coming to the Switch. I was hopeful because I've seen some amazing things happen. Like, there's no reason Warframe should be able to run and look as good as it does, and a game like Ark just suffer as much as it does. I mean, it's an online multiplayer game, we're in this open world, but Warframe has that as well as so much more going on. Warframe's such a bigger game. If you know your game looks and plays like this, I would can it. I wouldn't even release it. Because at this point, I think this is worse than WWE. Honestly, it's unplayable. It's truly unplayable. I mean, WWE is unplayable as well, but if you just want to have a two-man match, you can fight through it. There's no fun to be had. It just looks, ugh, terrible. Yeah, that can go in the trash. I'm done with that. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe it wasn't Ark, maybe it was PlayStation Classic, this has made me feel worse, but I was already sick. So, yeah, it wasn't that hunk of junk either. So if you liked this video, or you learned a little something, make sure you have a lip all over that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Click or tap on this video right here because I wasn't sick in this one. And, my videos usually are a little bit more lively than this. At least Smash Brothers comes out soon. Maybe that'll be like the cure.